welcome on my YouTube channel again. Thank you for watching. Today we are gonna do a Q&A. That means questions and answers, because lately I get a lot of questions of you guys about all kinds of stuff. So let's start. Okay, so first things first, let me start by saying that I just got out of the shower, so my hair is still wet. Hope you don't mind. But right now I'm going to check on my phone what kind of questions you guys had for me, because I posted a picture on Instagram. It's Nochtli with double I, link is below. So let me see, let's go to my Instagram account. Okay, so there are over 437 questions. So that's actually a lot. I can't answer them all, of course, but we are gonna start at the first question. Let me go up just a bit. Takes a while though with 437 questions. Okay, let's start. First question from Sebastian_VT and Jelle Voort N, I think. They both asked, why did you stop being a cop? I started as a cop when I was 17 years old. In the Netherlands you can actually apply for the police officer job when you're 17 and a half. And to be honest, it was always my dream to become a police officer. I started working there. I thought it was the most awesome job ever. And I loved my job throughout the whole 6 years that I worked there. But what actually happened is that when you work at the police, first of all, you're a police officer 24/7. So that means when I walk on the street and something happens right in front of me, if I don't do something about it, it depends on what it is, of course. But in really bad situations, if I don't do something about it, I can get fired for it, or I can, people can say something to me from my job if they notice that. So you're a police officer 24/7. Besides that, you work at least 40 to 50 hours a week. If you have an arrest at the police station, you can't just say, okay, bye guys, I'm going home, or bye guys, I have a party, or whatever. You have to take care of all the documents and everything before someone can go. So I was always really home late. I didn't see my boyfriend that often, because when I was working he was free, and the other way around. My friends always hang out without me, because when we were at the birthday party or just the party, I always said, yeah, sorry guys, I need to go, because tomorrow at 6:30 I have to be all dressed up in my uniform, ready to help other people. And at a certain point that was just too much for me. I didn't like it anymore. I loved the job, but all the circumstances around it was just not for me, and I just wanted more free time. And the whole funny part was, I was working with a colleague of mine, and we were driving in our police car through the city center, and I followed a few fitness models because I always was into fitness. So I also knew Tavi Castro, from the owner of Body Engineers. And we were driving, I was behind the wheel, and all of a sudden I saw this guy walking up the curb with another person, and I looked at his face and I was like, whoa, wait, isn't that Tavi Castro? So I said that to my colleague, and he was like, well, yeah, I don't know, Nos, but I don't know him. So I was like, oh, okay. So I looked again and I checked on my phone. I stopped and I said, look, this is him. So the cool thing was, I didn't dare to ask a picture with him, because I was in my uniform and everything. And people in the Netherlands always really take a close look upon the police. I think that's everywhere. But eventually my colleague said, like, Nochtli, come on, let's do this. If you think it's so cool, just ask the picture, what could go wrong? And I thought, like, yeah, okay, he's right. So, colleague, thank you for doing that, because or else I would have never been here in what I'm doing now. So I drove up to Tavi, I pulled down my window and I said, hey man, are you Tavi Castro? But he looked really nervous, like, oh shit, what did I do? Because normally if the police ask you something, you did something, or yeah, or something happened. So I asked him, okay, are you Tabi Castro? He said, yeah, I am. I said, oh, that's cool. I follow you on Instagram. Can I take a picture with you? And you saw his face like relaxing, and he was like, oh, okay, let's do this. He was a little bit overwhelmed though, because what I told you guys, if police officers ask you something, it's not just, yeah, for nothing. So I got out of the car, took the picture, and the funny thing was his friend that was with him took a picture of us taking a picture. So when I got home that night after my shift, I looked on his Instagram, and my boyfriend also told me like, hey, look, you guys are on his Instagram. And then he put with the picture, arrested for having too many gains. Perfect title. And yeah, so that was pretty cool. So I thought like, yeah, why shouldn't I send him the picture of us? I sent him the picture. I said, hey man, thank you for taking the time for me, and it was pretty cool meeting you. Thanks. And when that happened, I got a really fast reply with a whole message in it, like, oh yeah, no problem. I always take the time for my followers, and it's pretty cool that you asked me, so thanks. And would you like to be a model for body engineers? So I was literally like reading my phone, like, what is he asking? I was overwhelmed by it, and yeah, I was always into modeling, police officer. Mixing those two things were really hard. So, and I actually already wanted to quit the police. So it was really at the exact, yeah, well, perfect moment that I met him and that he asked me that. So we started talking and discussing how to do that, and I said yes eventually. And I think, what was it, 3 to 4 weeks after, I quitted my job as a police officer because I finally could. I said it was the perfect timing, the perfect time and place to be there. So yeah, it's a long story, but that is the whole reason why I quitted the police force. Next question. Let me see. Oh, from Pepe Fee. I think I pronounced it right, I hope. What was the reason that you started fitnessing? Well, I think I was 16, 15 or so. And my ex from that time always fitnessed, and not high level or anything, but he just went to the gym. And I started coming with him, and I thought, hey, this is fun. So I can do it. I can do it too. Let's do this. And then I started working out. This one is a funny one. From Luke van Os. Have you ever dated a guy that you arrested? Well, darling, let me tell you. The guys I arrested were not really the type of guys that you want to date. So definitely no on that one. And besides that, I had a boyfriend, so I would never ever do something like that. Next one, from Davi91_. Do you also give personal training? When I was still at the police, I did get my degree on personal trainer. So I can give personal training, but at the moment it is so incredibly busy that I just can't. I don't have the time for it. I do want to do it, I think, in the near future, but I have no idea when. For now, no. Next one, from AFCA Luke. How long do you sport? What age? I think that's the same question as we just answered before. So I was 15, 16. But I started really seriously working out and knowing what I'm doing from, I think, 2.5 to 3 years ago from now on. And right now I'm 24, so I was 21, 20. Then from S2639_123. What do you prefer for your skin? What's the best you think, Nochtli? Well, what I usually do, I have a really sensitive skin, so I can't handle a lot of makeup or whatever. I always get pimples. You also see it on my Fibo vlog. It's the other video. But what I try to do is always get products that are natural. So with no perfume in it or all kinds of things that can irritate your skin. And what I always put on my face before I go to sleep is hazelnut oil. From Jesse_Twentenaar. He says, what is your ethnicity? My dad is Mexican and he lived in Mexico City. Right now he lives in the Netherlands, so I see him a lot. And my mom was Dutch. I say was because she is not alive anymore. In 2014 she died. So yeah, but that's a completely other thing. So yeah, I'm half Mexican, half Dutch. And from _am_.salman_. You gonna compete on stage, what's your goal in fitness, and please motivate girls around the world to stay fit, life, and sure it will inspire them. God bless your dreams. Thank you very much. No, I'm not gonna compete on stage. A lot of people always ask me that, but I would not have any idea why to do that. I mean, I think it's a really cool thing when I see other people do it, but it is really not for me. I don't think I can, I don't know. It's just not my thing. And then he asked, what is my goal in fitness? Well, right now I am trying to lose a lot of body fat because the last few months I started gaining a lot of muscle again. So now I need to cut back and yeah, lose the fluffy again. My goal in fitness, well, at least that I want to see my abs in the middle, because the middle part of my tummy is always the hardest part to get rid of the fat. So if I see that, then I'm all happy. I think. Gijsbert.jk. Why did you come to the Netherlands and why didn't you stay in Mexico? By the way, I don't find it a problem you come to the Netherlands. Wink. Well, thank you. But like I said, I was born in the Netherlands and yeah, so I never lived in Mexico. Next question from Mr. Shiba_Inu. The craziest cop story ever. Well, let me think, because I had a lot of crazy things. I can't tell everything, but well, it's more nasty. So we had a lot of crazy people we always need to bring to the police station and then call a psychiatrist for them. They just don't know what they're doing. So once we had this woman, we put her in the cell and we needed to wait for the psychiatrist to come. And we came back and she literally just, well, the walls were white, let's put it that way, and when we came back they were brown. So she pooed on the floor, she grabbed it and started smearing it all over the cell. And the smell, oh god, the smell was horrible. So that is one of the crazy stories, because I have a lot, but like I told you, I can't tell everything, so that's it. And from, oh geez, Oshixgeo, OHSHXTGO, what do you like about your boyfriend? Wow, those are a lot of things. I do think it's a fun question though. I like it about my boyfriend that he always stays himself, no matter what the situation is. He's really the sweetest person ever. He always supports me in everything I do. And I think I've never been loved so much before him. So I don't know, all the love he's been giving me, the things he does for me, even from little things to big things, always smiling. He's the funniest guy ever. There's not a day in my life that I don't laugh my ass off with him. So I really like that about him. Next question from Xlianne de Vries. She's asking me, how many times a week do you work out and what kind of workouts do you do? What kind of workouts do I do? I always do heavy strength training, and right now I'm adding 4 to 3 times a week cardio in it of half an hour maximum, and I need to burn at least 300 calories in that half hour. How many times a week do you work out? That's a minimum of 5 times a week and a maximum of 6. Then, next question. Sharon underscore VDV. Would you rather be poor and happy or rich and not happy? I think I would choose the first one, be poor and happy, because, I don't know, without happiness in your life and you have the most money of the world, well, if you don't have real true happiness, what are you gonna do? You're gonna swim in your money alone or something, without friends, family, happiness, nothing? I don't know. I'm not that materialistic, so I think I would choose the first one. GCDM underscore, he's asking, who is your great example? Well, you can find her on Instagram, Masi Arias. I don't know if I pronounce it right, but she's really a cool girl. I have never met her, but she's really giving me inspiration to be the healthiest possible. Then Ilya Polman, what are your best fitness exercises and what is your favorite dinner besides Dora cookies and Nutella? She knows me well. Okay, my best fitness exercises is more that the most fun things I think to do are at the moment, I think leg press, hip thrusters and squats. I'm really into making my butt grow bigger. Maybe that's a thing, yeah, that you hear a lot from all the girls probably. But I lost a lot of muscle last year because I had a car accident and I couldn't work out that much. So I'm still working on it to bring it back to life. But those exercises are the ones that I really like at the moment. Favorite dinner besides Dora cookies and Nutella? Mango. I can really enjoy a good fruit. Mango. That is my favorite fruit. So let's make a little Snapchat in between. Going to my Snapchat, you see? Okay. Hey guys, I'm making the Q&A right now, so it's gonna be up on my YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe. And this is how it looks like. Hello. From Oti Salmato, I think I pronounced it right. He says, hi, what do you think of Donald Trump in 3 words? Well, me as a Mexican, I have a good opinion about that guy. Let's put it that way. First word, clown. Second word, unacceptable. Third word, racist. Then Dr. Daan Schelvis, he's asking me, how was it when you recorded Demper. The Demper is like a show, it's on YouTube too, it's a Dutch thing, and you have to rate videos, and I did that with Demper. Daan, it was really cool. The guys were really funny in real life too, and yeah, I had a really nice time recording it, so it was cool. Ron_art, he's asking, what's your favorite time of the year and why? P.S. would love if you send me a kiss. Ah, there's one for you. Okay, my favorite time of the year is always Christmas. I just love the sparkly lights, the warm feelings, always do presents under the Christmas tree, and yeah, my whole salary is always going to presents in December, so I don't know, but that is my favorite time of the year, especially because you see your family, and I don't have that much family anymore. They all live in Mexico, but the ones that I still have here, yeah, I don't know, I just love it. It's family time, family friends time. Yuri_post, he says, how do you get of the motivation to train every day as hard as possible, and how do you last? P.S. You're a boss. Thank you. Okay, my motivation. I get that question a lot. My motivation is actually me. That sounds maybe pretty weird, but I know that if I don't work out, I start feeling fluffy, you know, you're not that tight anymore, tired, I don't look good, just notice it on my skin. So there are a lot of factors that make sure that I need to go to the gym and feel good. Because if I don't feel good. So why wouldn't you just go then if you already know that? That is actually my motivation. And also one of my motivations is that what I told you, I had the car accident and I lost a lot of muscle. So I still am working on sculpting my body back to where it was, and it's actually better than before. So I just keep pushing myself, and I love to see the result. If you see result, it keeps you motivated. It's that easy. Vera van de Graag, she's asking, are you wearing fake eyelashes? Well, it's not sharpening. Yes, it is. Okay, you can see that my eyelashes are really full. I'm not wearing the fake eyelashes with the, how do you say it, with the glue pasting on it, but I am wearing eyelash extensions which give it a more natural look, because it's really easy. Sometimes I'm so busy that I just don't want to think about makeup or whatever, so I just get out of bed, shower, and you're done, because you don't have to do mascara or anything anymore. So yeah. JR_MRTZ is asking, how did your parents meet each other? Well, that's a really cute and romantic story. My mom was on a holiday in Mexico, and she did this little world trip. And she got to know my dad there. I don't know exactly where anymore, but they started hanging out, talking to each other, and my dad always told me like he instantly fell in love with her, and he started traveling with her, so also to the Netherlands where she lived. Then, well, a few years later, my brother and me arrived on this planet. So yeah, that's in the short version of their romantic story. Then Jordi_RJC is asking, where would you want to go, Nochtli? #Q&A. Well, the first thing I'm going to probably is Mexico. I really want to see my family again and see the country and everything, so that's going to be next year. So that is the first place that I would really want to go to again. So yeah, that. This is a cool one. Alvin Singer is asking, okay, would you rather you could fly or you could be invisible, and why? I think I would want to fly, because I hate being in a car and in traffic and whatever, and I'm always late, Mexican times. So I would rather could fly. And Woody Ripple, he is asking, what is your favorite training, and do you think you will be back in France for the next Salon Mondial Body Fitness? Thank you to motivate us, and sorry for my bad English. Well, Woody, I understand you perfectly, so that's not a problem. My favorite training is legs and booty. Then, will I be back in France next year for the Salon Mondial Body Fitness? I think I will, and I will be happy to see you again. So yeah, I'm definitely coming back with Anthony Amar, my French colleague. Then Charwinder_66, Dutch guy, he says, which studies did you study, Nochtli? Well, you're Dutch, so you know what I'm talking about. I did MAVO, HAVO, Police Academy. This is a deep one from Miguel89. He says, Nochtli, what does life mean to you? Well, that's a deep question. I think what life actually means for me is that it's a privilege to walk upon this earth and just do what you love. My life is evolving around doing things I like, with the people I like, and having positive vibes. So what it means to me is happiness. Then the next one, Shampia, she's asking, what is your favorite singer of all times? Whew, that's a harsh one, because I have a lot of artists that I really like. Ice Cube, that is my favorite rapper, at least. Then Fit Body Tamara, she's asking, how old are you and how old were you when you wanted to be a model? Right now I am 24 and I was 11 when I wanted to be a model. Right now I'm going to show you guys a picture of when I was doing my first photo shoot. Don't laugh. Here it comes. Then Tom Kleine Gelling. He's asking in Grols or Heineken. That is beer. Well, Tom, I don't drink alcohol, so neither one of them. Then Cronaldo6. He's asking, will you attend next year's FIBO and stay with body engineers? Well, I think I will stay with body engineers until I'm, well, a grandma or something. So yeah, and will I attend FIBO next year? Definitely. Then Liana de Jong _X, she asked, do I miss the work at the police? Yeah, I do, actually, because what I said, I really like to help people and I miss the action, so yeah. Okay, so the next question of, oh god, Abhishek Yamsandekar. He's asking, life has thrown so many hurdles in front of you, Nochtli. How do you manage to deal with them and stay strong? Well, to be honest, my mom always taught me to stay as positive as possible in every situation. She had a really hard time with a lot of things. But yeah, she always stayed positive and saw everything on the bright side. And I think I copied that from her. So yeah, it all started with my mom teaching me the values of life and positive thinking. Okay, next question from Zeno Bates. Did colleagues at the police try to hit on you? Yes, they did. Trust me, every damn day they did. So yeah. Then AJ _Tissing. What is the most tough thing that you ever done when you worked at the police? I loved kicking indoors and I loved to chase people by foot and arrest them eventually. Those were the two things I loved to do and I think it's pretty tough. Queen Sabine Queen. Do you still have your handcuffs? No, I don't. I needed to give everything back to the police, so I don't have anything anymore. Then Joyce Kuik, she's asking, I'm really curious about what you eat on a day. Maybe it's cool to make a full day of my eating. Well, Joyce, I'm actually gonna do that already, so stay tuned for that one. Then Vikambi, he's asking me, what's my motto in life? Be as positive as you can and always see the bright side of things, even in bad situations. Then Luda.Guzman, he's asking, can you speak a few words in the languages you know? Well, I know English, so that's what I'm already talking. En ik praat gewoon Nederlands, dus voor allemaal Dutchies die nu aan het kijken zijn, ik ben ook gewoon Nederlands, dus ik praat Nederlands. So yeah, and that was Dutch. Then, next question. R. Wetzelaar, where did you meet Jeremy? For the people who don't know it, Jeremy is my boyfriend. I actually met him on the beach in 2007 and then we became real good friends for almost 2.5 years and actually ended up in a relationship. And Simone Zwaan 93, she's asking me, what is your favorite beauty product? Since FIBO, that was in April, I started talking with Anna Cherie, also an athlete of body engineers, and I asked her, like, girl, what do you use for your skin, because it's always so flawless? And she said that Natura Bis is a really good product, so I started using it, and that is my favorite thing ever. So girls, if you're out there checking this out, what I told you guys before, I use the hazelnut oil for my skin, and after I use Natura Bis. It's perfect. It's a Spanish brand. Then Jasper _ is asking, which color is your toothbrush? Well, right now I have a green one. Green with blue. I have no idea why you would want to know that, but here's your answer. And then for all my Dutch people who are asking me, why don't you speak Dutch in your vlogs? Or, well, guys, because I don't have a lot of Dutch followers. I do have them, but Dutch people always understand English, and I want everyone all around the world to know what I'm saying. So that's why I'm doing it in English. Sorry, don't kill me. I hope I answered a lot of questions of almost everyone. I couldn't answer them all, but I hope you understand. Tomorrow there's gonna be another vlog online. It's gonna be in Dutch. Dus voor alle Nederlanders, dan kan je mij ook een keertje gewoon in het Nederlands horen praten. Samen met Together with Honey Hannah. It's another YouTube channel. It's in the description box below. And it's gonna be online tomorrow. It's gonna be subtitled though. So even though it's in Dutch, you can still understand it. Thumbs up for this video. Stay fit and see you in another video.